The Subconscious Canvas, The Art and Journey of Stephen Lucas. In the lush tropical landscape of Lihue, Kauai, you will find Stephen Lucas. Since moving from Los Angeles in 2015, Stephen and his wife Deborah have made the island their home. But while the scenery outside is defined by definite coastlines and mountains, the scenery inside Stephen's studio is defined by the abstract, the subconscious, and the imaginary. Currently an active member of the Kauai Society of Artists, Stephen paints every single day. But to understand the vibrant abstract works he creates today, we have to look back at the mirror that started it all. The reflection and the kiln. Stephen's artistic life didn't begin with a canvas, it began with clay at the age of 7. He had a natural knack for making things, a tactile creativity that eventually evolved into drawing. The pivotal moment came at age 12, when his father paid for his first formal drawing lesson. The assignment was deceptively simple: look in the mirror and draw what you see. That exercise sparked a fire. By 9th grade, Stephen was the Artist of the Month, honored for his unique ceramics. However, after high school, he lost access to the kiln. Needing an outlet to express the characters in his mind, he turned to drawing from imagination. It was the first step toward a career, defined not by copying the world, but by interpreting it. From the French Quarter to the abstract. In 1979, a 20-year-old Stephen packed his car and drove to New Orleans. Immersion was his teacher. He worked in a frame shop in the French Quarter, surrounded by local artists who shared their techniques and philosophies. It was a time of absorption, studying life drawing, oil painting, and printmaking by night. But the true stylistic shift happened when he returned to California a year later. At Ventura College, he met Wesley Johnson, a teacher who introduced him to the world of the abstract. Stephen began hunting down books on Wassily Kandinsky in the library. He fell in love with intaglio printmaking, etchings, finding that the zinc plate was the perfect medium for pure abstraction. Because the plate creates a reverse image, he learned to scratch designs that were reflections of his original intent. He began using blind contour drawing, a technique where the artist draws a subject without looking down at the paper, to bypass the conscious mind and access a raw foundational rhythm. By 1990, his sense of color had fully arrived. He realized that art was paramount over busy work. He adopted a simple driving principle: painters paint. The process, letting the image sing. Today, Stephen's process is a dance with the unknown. He rarely starts with an intentional figure or specific space in mind. I can tell you the images are from a subconscious place, Stephen explains. They are rarely intentional. It begins with a tinge of that blind contour technique, making preliminary marks and taking lines from whatever catches his attention. He might use a sponge to apply a loose stain of color, establishing a basic foundation. Then, he takes a swing at it. From the two-dimensional canvas, an abstract picture begins to emerge. It is a discovery process. He blocks in shapes with light and dark opaque colors, working for weeks until the moment of clarity arrives. When I sense the feeling of completion, he says, the image, the lines, the composition, and color simply sing to me. The business of show business. While the creation of art is spiritual, Stephen is pragmatic about the career of an artist. With his wife, Deborah, acting as his business manager, he wears two hats: the creator and the businessman. I have found the art business is really more show business, he notes. The more you show, the more you sell. His advice to emerging artists is rooted in this duality. You must organize your dealings and keep records of who buys what, but you must also find your audience. You cannot wait for them to come to you. Unless you have mastered the art of instant manifestation, you must try different venues and formats. In summary, the vision forward. For Stephen Lucas, the journey is about taking one step at a time with a clear vision. His work is a testament to the idea that the best art speaks to the artist first. If it inspires him, it is true to spirit. Learn more about the art of Stephen Lucas. Visit stephenlucas.com.